This show's about my brother and me. It's about our lives.
Yes, congratulations!
Throughout this 8-episode season, we explain a lot about ourselves and the experiences we have. But we never really explain who we are. So I hope this story serves as a good introduction. In Jack and the Beanstalk, Jack and his mom own a cow. It was a nice cow, but it was all they had. When Jack goes out to sell their cow, instead of selling it for gold, he sells it for a handful of beans. Beans that were supposed to be magical. For me, that's where the story ends. Yes, Jack eventually grows a beanstalk, and he robs the giant, gives all the stolen gold to his mom, then he murders the giant with his axe. But all that stuff's irrelevant. The point is, he didn't trade the cow for money or a sure thing. He traded the cow for a chance at something great. In March of 2000, Van and I took our tax returns and both bought iMac computers. iMac DV computers. The iMac DV was the first home computer that allowed you to edit video. We maxed out our credit cards buying video cameras, and we taught ourselves how to make movies. And our movies brought us all over the world. We had no money, just our cameras and our computers, and we got all this attention. Which brought us to Tom. Tom thought we should make a show, so we did. We took a year and we made 8 episodes. We didn't know what we were going to do with this show. We didn't really have a plan. Then HBO liked the show, and they bought it.
Fuck yeah! Oh my god!
This is a handmade home movie TV show. We shoot it on cameras that you probably shoot your friends and family with. We click them into video mode and go off on our adventures. Then we come back to the studio, shoot the missing pieces with our big camera, and edit.
I forgot to add the title for 368 Broadway.
Here, watch me pick my nose. Our production cycle for each episode is 6 weeks. 4 weeks of adventuring and 2 weeks of editing. Here are the short films we've made in the last 6 weeks. 368 Broadway, about the studio where we make this show. In Biodad, I meet my long-lost father. Casey rides again for the first time since he got his titanium femur. A cool thing about a garbage truck. And we meet Casey's son in The Blue Giant. We hope you enjoy it.
I shared my first bedroom with my brother until I was 12. When I was really young, it seemed huge, but as I got older, it got smaller and smaller. What was once my own palace had become a closet, the source of my ever-present claustrophobia. The Neistat Brothers studio is located in downtown Manhattan. For the last 3 years, every project we've made has been done out of our studio on the second floor of 368 Broadway. The studio is a 14 by 18 foot box, and just like my old bedroom, Van and I had grown out of it. A few weeks ago, the super nice lady who never complained about our loud music moved out of her studio, which neighbored ours. Van and I claimed it immediately, committing ourselves to 12 rent payments, tripling our current rent. We can't really afford it, but we need the space. We had one tool to remove the entire wall currently separating the spaces: the sledgehammer. I am a jack of all trades and a master of none.
Please. Watch out for my computer!
Demolition, though, happens to be my specialty. Since early childhood, I have been a destroyer. It took 3,400 men 18 months to build the Empire State Building. It took 13 years to build the Brooklyn Bridge, and 30 people died in the construction. It took only 4 people 5 days to complete the Neistat Brothers Annex. "39 feet of custom-built desks, all electrical work, painting, lighting, everything done in 5 24-hour blitzkrieg-style shifts. Work of this nature, though, is extremely dangerous. We were not without casualties. There's so much we can do now with this space, so much work being made. And now, our studio assistant, Oscar, who's also a world-famous acrobatic ski champion, has a place to practice his moves. Studio renovation highlights include hallway surveillance camera, studio surveillance camera, mini fridge, dedicated juicy stereo, money green leather sofa, 45,000 BTUs, high-powered stereo, workshop, coat rack with key hook, our VHS collection, our overhead shooting table, mail bin, 70 custom-built shelves, "14 independently wired incandescent lights. Movie theater. Photo wall with a portrait of every visitor we've had since the studio was renovated. Wi-Fi. Illuminated exit indicator. Cadillac of the Skies collage. My claustrophobia has surrendered to our new studio.
Kankamangus Overlook. Go. I know exactly where we're getting our next t-shirt. In New Hampshire. But it's not here.
To shoot some of this episode, Casey and I treated ourselves to a couple of Super 8 cameras.
These cameras shoot silent film and make everything look old-fashioned. If you want sound, you have to use a tape recorder
And sync it up later by using this thing.
my wife that we'd be making a Super 8 movie called The T-Shirts of New England, where we'd replace my dwindling T-shirt wardrobe with shirts from each New England state. I brought 2 other cameras along too. Cameras make me brave, and there was something scary that I had to do. Some people, when they meet Casey and me, say that we don't look like brothers. People shouldn't say that because it's rude. Casey and I are brothers, and despite genetics, we're real brothers. I was in the car when Dad drove Mom to the hospital to deliver him. That's my dad, taking a dump. And despite genetics, he's my real dad. It even says so on my birth certificate. And that's our mom, our genetic mom and our real mom. She taught us how to take pictures. This guy is my biological dad, my bio dad. I haven't seen him since I was 3 years old, and I have no recollection of him whatsoever. With my wife by my side, I finally had enough guts to ride to Maine and track him down. He had no idea I was coming. All right, lay it on me, man.
My name's Van, and this movie's called Boy Named Van. And my biological father works in this place right here. And I've never met him, and I'm 32 years old, and I'm gonna go in there right now and introduce myself.
The main motivation is because my whole life people have been like, how come you don't meet him? How come you don't meet him? You know, you have to meet him. And I thought to myself, why? And the reason was I was scared, and I don't like being scared. The only thing I fear is fear itself.
Is Paul here?
Yeah, Paul, yeah. Paul.
Hello.
Hi.
Can I talk to you in private?
Okay, but not for very long.
I understand you're busy.
Yeah.
Outside, maybe?
Do I know you?
This is gonna come as a shock. You do know me.
Okay.
I think I always just in my head said the girl I marry will be the one that goes with me. Toronto, April 1st, 2005. What she didn't know at the time was that this camera was connected to a monitor backstage, and I was watching that monitor. The first time I ever saw her, I was watching what you are watching now. Check out the doorway. I spent the night, and in the morning she took this picture of me. I stole an envelope with her return address on it so I could always find her. And then I flew away. And she sent me this. She came to see me, and we had our first adventure. Then we spent 72 hours in my apartment. We planned our future. We went there 6 months later. That's me in Connecticut when I was 13. And in New Hampshire at 15. And Maine the same year.
Van Neistat.
Oh, no kidding. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
See you again, yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to come and meet you before, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, before
I'm 32 years old,
yeah,
and I just think it's something I had to do.
3, so.
Well, I'm doing really well.
Good.
And I'd like to thank you for my wife. I have a fantastic. Would you like to meet my
I
wife?
did as best as I could, so that I wouldn't.
Oh, I understand. I think everyone did the right thing.
Yeah,
Concerned.
I think so too.
Chris, this is Paul.
Howdy.
How are you?
Fine.
I see some resemblance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
They thought you were probably my son when you came yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought your eyes are the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did they know, do you think?
They knew I had a son,
Oh, I
but
see.
I haven't seen him for a long time. But
Yeah.
that's about it.
Oh, I have 2 questions. That's the only questions I have. Who picked out my name?
I did.
Good work.
Morrison?
It's sort of the opposite of the boy named Sue story. Because I like that. I love that. I love my
Oh,
name.
it's a great name.
And 2, what's your ethnicity? What's your background?
Scotch Irish, probably.
Scotch Irish.
And maybe a little English.
It was nice meeting you, Paul. Bye-bye. God, you're so kind. Such a nice guy.
There's really only one book about movies that I like, and it's a book of ideas, not facts. They're ideas you can build an entire film around. It's written by one of the greatest filmmakers ever. And there's an idea in there that I just love. And it goes like this, I'm quoting. All the dragons in our lives are perhaps princesses, expecting us to be handsome and brave. All the terrifying things are perhaps nothing but helpless things, waiting for us to help them.
There are some things nobody needs in this world. And a bright red hunchback warp speed 900cc cafe racer is one of them. But I have one anyways. And on some days I actually believe I need it. That's why it's so dangerous. I got my motorbike back this week, and for the first time since 2 wheels tried to kill me, I climbed on. With flashbacks of my spiral fractured femur, I started the engine. A blood-curdling rush came over my body. This is the curse of speed that has plagued me all my life. On my tombstone they will carve, "It never got fast enough for me." I didn't write that. I stole it from Hunter Thompson.
A cool thing.
Impromptu, a cool thing. I'm in Brighton Beach, Brooklyn. This is their garbage truck. Watch. Just like a human being.
A long introduction to a short movie. When I was 16 years old, I got Robin, my first girlfriend, pregnant. Then on April 14th, 1998, Owen was born. It was 3 weeks after my 17th birthday. He was a great baby, so cute. He never caused any trouble. We never really had to discipline him. We were really poor. I worked in a restaurant, and we lived in a trailer. Owen is 9 now. He's a fearless boy. We go on all sorts of adventures together. This year for Father's Day, Owen made me a card that says, "Daddy, when I grow up, I want to be like you." I want to make movies. So naturally, when he called me this week with a movie idea, I knew we had to make it right away.
This is a movie about a boat.
Okay, so you want to make a movie about a cruise ship wherein a gigantic blue monster crushes the ship and kills all the people on board?
Yep.
That sounds totally awesome.
Well, there is going to be a purple monster who is going to come out of the water, and he is going to attack the ship. We are going to make the boat out of cardboard.
And who's gonna play the monster?
My dad. We are going to dye him purple in the bathtub.
It's not working. Owen took this project very seriously. We made 2 trips to the supermarket, 1 to Toys R Us, and 1 to the dollar store, which proved to be a gold mine. We finished the boat and found non-toxic blue paint just in time to arrive at the beach for magic hour. The boy was a natural. We got straight to work.
So I hope you'll enjoy the movie. It's going to be very much fun to us, and I hope it will be fun to watch it. The Blue Giant. The Blue Giant was reading his favorite book, Jim and Judy, when a ship full of beatniks, listening to loud music, disturbed him. Giant got angry and burned them with his magic powers. Everyone on board died. Most drowned. The rest were eaten. And the giant, once again, was able to read Jim and Judy in peace. The end. A movie by Owen. Can we take our boat out tomorrow?
Maybe. Can you go splash in the water so I can get sound?
It's a world of lonely faces. Oh, it's a world of many places.